It's interesting, his apostles that are with him, they sit there and they believe him as the Messiah, but he also says some weird things. And that's what Philip says in verse 8. He says, Lord, show us the Father, and that will be enough for us. We believe you're the Messiah, but just roll back that curtain in heaven and show us the Father. Show us God in all His glory. Do we sometimes feel like we could have a little bit more faith if we just saw it all? And I think this is frustrating to Jesus because it's here that He realizes His apostles haven't been listening. They haven't listened to His story. He says in verse 9, don't you know me, Philip, after I've been among you for such a long time? Anyone who has seen me has seen the Father. Jesus is telling them who He is. He's the Messiah. He's the Son of God, but He is the Father. The Father dwells within Him. Now, I believe there's this perfect Father in heaven and this glorious God that we'll read about like in the Revelation, where His majesty shines from the throne. But if you really want to know who God was, you look at Jesus. A God that's compassionate for all of His creation. A God that sees someone hurting and heals them. A God that sees someone hungry and wants to feed them. A God that wants to teach them about who He is. But we need to have people that are willing to listen. And sometimes our struggle is we just don't listen enough.